It's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 60. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
59 years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Taken in at the 22. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And he'll throw right away. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity, nothing big happened, and then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Tackled at the 27-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State with a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's pulled in at the 32. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
The score, Seahawks 8, Titans nothing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pass interference. Defense.
Hey, baby.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third and goal, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Being chased out left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Fletcher Cox. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Titans punter, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On first and 10. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
For DK Metcalf.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Third down. And
on third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now he's having a nice little first half of your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns. Already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Again, Wilson steps away. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, to be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 2-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0. So essentially, they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That'll be complete to Breida.
The first down pass.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Matt Breida.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown. 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. So it's halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Austin Seibert set to...
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. He'll try and run it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Down at the 31. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Josiah DeGuara, 31 yards. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Intended for DK.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Wilson's pass.
Metcalf once again the target, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and that will be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
34, Titans 7.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out.
4 yards.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A pass there complete to Westbrook. Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
As soon as I saw the break contain, get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up on the USC mandatory Jackson, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. This one just is not going as they had hoped. Not much there, only a yard.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken in, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take it back over, and this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. So you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get it, but not before he reaches the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. He takes it out muscle and he pulls it in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, so confident to go deep and work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. This has been dominance in all three phases: offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't forget to get a lot of credit, not just to the quick season today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one. You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game you just flush and never back in review. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And in the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now to get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been good every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.